T Corporation and get yourself some swag over there. They got some t-shirts and sweatshirts. Don't forget to stop by the front of the staging lanes. There are Strange t-shirts for this weekend's event. And across the way from there is PMP t-shirts. Please support
Brake
the group.
fluid's
Thank
leaking.
you.
Cash surprise, huh? Rugged Rambler tattoos, burning the rubber, hanging with your boys. Doesn't get much cooler than that. Good luck, buddy.
So picture this, right across the Oregon border in Washington, there's a racetrack. It's loud, it's gritty, and it's alive. At first it seems like it has nothing to do with tattoos, and most days it doesn't. But today, it's all connected through one man. A man I've been eager to meet for a very long time now. So, I grabbed my best friend Nick, and we hit the road and set out to learn the story of the tattoo artist behind the Rugged Ramblers. I believe in many ways you can learn a lot about somebody through their friends. And Conrad is somebody who's built his close bond with Sergey through racing. But how they met, I think, is my favorite part.
So kind of a funny story. My ex-wife always talked about him all the time, and there was this kind of running joke because he asked her out for drinks right around the time we met, and I knew he had a white van, so every time I saw a white van, I would text her and say, "Is this the fucking guy? Is this the guy?" And after that, I kind of forgot about it, and then I met another friend a few years back, and she's like, "Hey, this guy Sergey is doing this tattoo, like whatever he called it, Wheel of Death."
Oh, yeah.
You spin it and you get whatever tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. And then I went, got tattooed, and I've talked to him ever since. He's a super chill guy, so
That's sick.
it's been easy to talk to, and especially also being into like hot rods and motorcycles and stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of worked out.
Boys are pretty simple. You find a couple things that you have in common, and for the most part, you got yourself a pretty solid friendship right there. And that's the case with Sergey and Conrad. Now, Conrad's seen the tattoo side of Sergey, and he's also seen the racing side of Sergey. So I'm curious on how these two worlds come together.
Oh, I mean, artwork-wise, absolutely. There's a correlation between the tattoos and the car stuff. I mean, he has these characters he does. You should ask him about too if you haven't already. They all have names and stuff, but there's specific characters he'll tattoo all the time, and then you can see like the progression from when he started drawing them to there was a bunch of them. All of a sudden they're riding choppers and stuff, and now he's doing a bunch of tattoos with hot rods and drag cars and stuff. And,
Oh, that's sick.
and I'm sure people are asking about it too. You know, he's doing back pieces where there's cool, like it'll be choppers going through a mountain, and then like some cool sort of like drag car doing a burnout or something. And
Yeah, the whole mural back piece is so sick.
Yeah.
So like the little characters with each one, and they all have like a story.
Yeah, that's definitely something you should ask them about. There's my favorite one. So there was, when I moved to Portland, there was this diner that's not around anymore. It was called Diane's.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember going in there. I used to go there every Sunday because it was just an American diner, the big plates of food for cheap. You feel sick after, but it tastes good going down. Yeah. And I was going there for forever, and then there was this old lady there, and she always called me by my name, and after months.
We are going to take a short break.
But yeah, after months, I asked her, I was like, "Hey, what's your name?" She's like, "Diane." I'm like, "Oh, you're the Diane? Like Diane's? You're Diane?" She's like, "Yeah." And I told Sergey about that story because he was telling me ever since he came to America, he's got this thing where he loves American diners. Like no matter what town he's in, he'll find the American diner, and then he'll get coffee in the morning, sleep in the van, go to the diner the next morning, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's great.
And I told him about Diane's when I moved here, and he lost his shit. He was like, Diane's, I love Diane's. And he was talking about, this one, the tattoo that I draw is based off of somebody from Diane's.
No way.
Yeah. So it's like but they all have a backstory too. Like you'll see the same character pop up on, you know, a bunch of different people when you see the tattoos. Same with like the Reaper. He's got the dogs that he has. The Rugged Rambler, I believe, is the name of one of them too. But that woman that pops up is something about, he saw this woman at the diner and he just made up this whole story about like, her life is shitty. She just works at this diner all the time. Her with the coffee pot sitting like this. Like,
That's so funny.
but yeah, that's definitely something you should ask him about.
Yeah,
some
I'm
of those
gonna.
characters.
There he is, the Rugged Rambler himself. This is Sergey Fedotov, originally from Moscow, Russia, who's now a tattoo artist based in Portland, Oregon. This man has traveled all across the U.S. in an old school van from coast to coast, exploring every mountain and valley, and eventually just finding himself loving the gritty, carefree Western lifestyle. And on this journey across the states, he sketched what he calls his highway notes, which led to his unique style of tattooing. And from all these experiences, he brought to life what he refers to as the Rugged Ramblers.
It happened kind of by accident that first 2 years when I was in the United States, I got that 76 Dodge van. Then I was driving cross country and just like drawing little like sketches of what I see and kind of just picked up the folkiness of it, you know? Yeah, totally by accident. And then at some point I just got burned out on tattooing and started to do just that.
Yep.
And that's when everyone was like, oh, I want that. I'm like, could have done it before I got burned out. I'm like, we could have talked about that. I could have done that all time.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
but
then
really glad
People
that.
just started coming in.
Yeah, just for that. But then like, I love doing back pieces so much. It's just so cool. It's like I can tell a story, and that's the most important at this point for me.
Yeah.
Especially with those Rugged Ramblers and everything. I'm like, here are the characters, here's the story, and like, so like back piece gives me the opportunity to like fucking spill it.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
What are the Rugged Ramblers?
These guys that fucking chase the freedom, fucking on those open roads, trying to ride motorcycles, shit cars, like
Just right through the
along with
desert.
fucking horses,
That's fucking
wild
so sick.
horses, yeah.
And you have the skyline or the skulls coming out of the
Yep,
sky.
yep, just fucking, I don't know, full tank of gasoline, cash in the pocket, fucking let's go.
That's sick. So you just created this whole like this Rugged Ramblers cartoon style
Yeah,
concept.
just like
and
to
the
put
story.
together, because I was doing those landscapes, kind of like highway notes for a while, and then I realized that fucking 8 years I was doing same characters all over again, and then if I would just be like give them names, it will be a whole fucking story.
Oh shit.
So that's how it started, that there's that like Rowdy Cougar. I stole that name. There's one guy at the racetrack who wants a place to race against each other, and I was like reading, I'm like, I'm against Rowdy Cougar. I'm like, is it like a real name? And I was like, is it like, what's your name? He was like, Rowdy Cougar. Like my mama called me that. I'm like, no way, that's
Hell
just so
yeah.
sick.
That's so sick.
Yeah, he had a bitching car too. I'm like, oh, kind of it matches the name, you
Yep.
know, like his car was called, I think, one was called Outlaw and another one was called a Felon. I'm
No
like,
way.
yeah.
That's fucking perfect.
And Rowdy Cougar is the driver. And then Word Man, I stole that idea from Woody Guthrie's songs, like Word Man Blues. Fucking just cool,
Damn.
like bummed guy, you know, out of luck, fucking gambling, trying to come up just a little bit, barely to survive. Like you always get in the bar and he's like all the way in the bar in the back table, just like fucking.
It's like old Western cowboy.
Yeah, like
fuck you.
so yeah, that's the word, man. Like we never kept up with bills and shit. Messy chassis, fuck, she'll wreck you. A train wreck will fuck your life up. You'll be like, it's worth it. But that's it.
That's cool. So then when you create each one, then you have like a whole story for.
Yeah.
Do people come in and ask for certain
Yeah.
characters?
All the time, just like straight up, people will be like, I want to get a Word Man, or I want to get a Rough Rider. Rough Rider is a dog that fucking left house, never came back. He asked for more, it's fucking dog, you know.
so
they will
creative.
just run, just fucking over there as far as they can. Yeah, and I draw that Rough Rider on a motorcycle.
Nice.
So Yeah, people always like, oh, I just want Rough Rider. I have a Reaping Reaper, just a Reaper on a bike. Yeah, it will come and get its card and shit. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck, I like those sounds.
That's sick. You wanna go check it out?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
I'm gonna be honest, that's my favorite part about tattooing. Now don't get me wrong, I love a great looking tattoo, but when you get to know the person behind the artwork, it changes everything. I think it's about time we go watch some of these races. It's absolutely beautiful out here. It's the middle of August and we're just deep in the mountains of Washington. It's hot outside and the sun is just hitting us heavy. And the track, it's covered with all these incredible pre-1960s cars. Each one is custom built just to fucking rip down the track as fast as they possibly can. And their engines are just screaming through the mountains. I can guarantee you every deer within 50 miles is gone. And the air, it's filled with that beautiful smell of gasoline that we all love. And everyone's just kicking back, cracking open a beer, and enjoying their weekend at the track. I love it. Now I want to sit down with Vanessa, who has seen firsthand a part of Sergey's journey.
Man, I don't know. It was a number of years ago. I was living down the street from a couple girls, and he was living in her attic. And he barely spoke any English.
Oh,
it was
shit.
more like he'd talk to me like, yeah, no, you know, and he's just always really, really nice. And then he took off for a little bit, and when he came back, he was all into cars. He had driven a van all over the country, and like I was like, oh, that's rad, you know. And it was a Dodge van, so I thought that was cool,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, it's been, man, I would say like 8 years ago maybe. Didn't have a whole lot, and like, man, just worked his ass off, you know, and got his citizenship, and it's just like, you see that, and it's like, that's the American dream, and he just like is kicking ass. And it's like, I have friends that are from here, you know, lived here their whole life, and they can't seem to do anything, you know. And it's like, this dude has like multiple businesses doing all these things, and got bit by racing, and he's kicking ass in that too.
It's incredible.
It is incredible, and he's the nicest guy.
I'm just so passionate.
Yeah, he's very passionate and just, you know, a good person and so talented at everything. Like, I just found out he had an engineering degree. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He just told me that the other day, and I was like, really? I was like, that all makes sense. You're seeing how technical he is with his cars and everything, and, you know, wanting to know every little nut and bolt about it, you know.
And it's crazy, like the balance of like tattoo life and him working on the cars and drag racing.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. I mean, he's definitely figured it out, and it's so cool seeing somebody doing what they love, you know. I always love that, and the fact that he's actually making money at it, and it's being successful, and, you know, he's not out there screwing people over or doing it the wrong way. I mean, he's just living life, you know. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to see, man.
He's definitely living life, and it's a pretty fucking cool one.
All right, should be better now.
Sergey really is a modern cowboy, just chasing his own version of the rugged West, chasing that freedom. It's beautiful to see someone truly following their passions and living life so carefree. He loves to tattoo, he loves to build and race cars, and he loves to just be surrounded by his people. It seems to me that he truly has found his place in this world, and it doesn't get more authentic than that. Attaboy, look at that smile. He fucking loves racing. Nick has been one of my best friends for years now, and he just started his tattoo collecting journey. And before we even planned this trip, he told me that he was in love with Sergey's tattoos. He loved the look, he loved the style, and honestly, I think they just fit his personality so well. So I was like, dude, come on, let's make a trip out of it. And now here we are.
Tell us why. We're not gonna make it like, no, just to like, why did you really like Sergey? Like, you texted me and you're like, dude, I fucking love his stuff.
I think it was mostly the Western style originally, and it's just super unique. So like, you don't, even scrolling around Instagram, you're never gonna find something that like looks like his, that mimics his. Like, there's nothing out there that is even close to that. So I think the reason that I was so interested is like, it's one of one. It's like, that tattoo won't be put on other people. It's not something you picked off a wall. It's like, literally, he's gonna make it up in this van and then throw it on me on the race car, whatever.
Yeah, that is cool. It's just like, his style is so unique when I first saw it.
Yeah,
Did you see it before me, or did I see it?
I thought you made a video about it.
I did
and
make
then,
a video on
yeah,
that before.
and that was how it started. And then I don't remember like when I saw it next, but it was probably just like looking at the Explore page or whatever, and then going from there, just being like, these are sweet.
They're fucking so cool.
And it's just like thus far, like meeting him, it's like that's also confirmed it, because it's like, dude, this guy's the best.
He's the most unique human being I've ever met.
I know.
Were you getting it on your leg?
What? Yeah, I'm gonna do the outside of the calf.
Where's your, oh, it's right here.
Yeah. Cowboy up there.
Matching tattoos. I wish we had a double one with us too.
I know. Different color.
Fuck yeah.
The Western thing is something that I love. Like, that's why we got the cowboy up tattoo originally. Like, it comes with the it has like, you know, the cowboy hat, the cigarettes, I don't know, just that whole vibe. And then he does that so well. He like perfectly encapsulates that whole like environment and stuff. And then with this, it's like, this is, yeah, exactly what you expect. Like, full blown freedom. This is what you'd imagine this as. It's like, you're not going to find this very frequently. And like, we wouldn't find this without somebody like Sergey. So I think it kind of goes hand in hand, right? Like, he's so unique that just spending time with him, you're going to do things that you would never do without him around. So it's like, just to come out, meet him, and just have like the art match the man so well. It's like, it's perfect.
So Sergey's got this badass old school van that he travels around in, but I think his bubble machine takes the show here.
And you fill it up with soap and it blows bubbles from the butthole. Isn't it cool?
That's so sick.
Like, on older things, so much fucking cooler than new things. But oh no, wait, I'm not out of soap. I don't know if this thing will work. Let me see. It might work.
Glass cleaner?
Yeah. But there's a very little can that thing can work.
I can promise you, boys will always be boys, and it doesn't matter how old you are, that shit's always gonna be funny. So Sergey had this idea, because Nick came out and he really wanted the tattoo. Sergey was like, what if we tattoo him on the back of the Rugged Rambler?
So what's your thought that you're gonna tattoo on Nick?
I think we should do some race cars and little road.
Like windy road.
Some mountains, maybe Mountain St. Helens that blew up here. That would be cool.
Yeah,
Maybe a little eruption too.
Oh, that'd be cool. Like the smoke.
yeah, that'd be badass.
That'd be sick.
Let me read to you the story of the Rugged Ramblers through the words of Sergey. Once upon a time, in a world full of untamed adventures and open roads, there was a man named Sergey. He felt life so deeply that he couldn't keep the story of the Rugged Ramblers bottled up. Gathered around a campfire, he would share it again, a story that reminds us life is messy, beautiful and worth every mile. By day, with pockets full of hard-earned cash, their tanks filled to the brim with gasoline, and an old, trusty revolver hanging from their belts, the Rugged Ramblers rode open roads. The wind was in their hair, and wild horses ran alongside them, chasing that elusive freedom. They left scars of their fight, kicking up dust in a world that seemed too clean. And by night, gathered around a campfire, the Rugged Ramblers sang songs of love and loss, of whiskey nights and dusty roads, of dreams chased and lost. They bucked the system, challenged norms, and sang from the depths of their hearts. With their calloused hands and weathered faces, the Rugged Ramblers embodied the outlaw spirit. They had worked the fields, driven long-haul trucks, and stood under the open sky, contemplating life's decisions. Even after spending 90 days in a hard rock jail, they understood that true freedom came at a price. They walked the hard roads, paid the price, but never lost sight of who they are. Within the Rugged Ramblers burned a desire to live life on their own terms, folks who carved their stories into the heart of the land with every step they took. Their story echoes the struggles and triumphs of the common man, resonating with anyone who has ever faced hard times and come out the other side, a little wiser and a little tougher. Let the story of the Rugged Ramblers inspire you to walk your own path, no matter where it leads. Stand tall, sing loud, and never back down. This is a reminder of the untamed, rugged spirit that lives within each of us.